Hello viewers, my name is Ashish Sen Gupta from School of Management Sciences, Lucknow. Today we will discuss the topic capital vesting decision. As we already understand in previous topic, what is capital vesting, what is need of capital vesting, important and its process. In this topic we will discuss what are the various techniques we are used for the capital vesting decision making, what are the methods for the capital vesting decisions. So, at a point of each business firms has a number of proposals regarding various projects in which they can invest funds. The crux of capital vesting is the allocation of various resources in various proposals. The crucial factor of influencing capital vesting is the profitability of the prospective investment. There. So, why we use the methods? We use the method because we have a limited amount of fund, we have a limited amount of funds, resources, capital, but we have a lots of proposals. So, when we have a lots of proposal, either we invest the amount which we have proportionally to the various proposals, or we have to select any one of the best proposals. To understand, to calculate these, we need some methods. These methods are mathematical methods in which we select any proposal or reject. Some proposals are mutually exclusive, some proposals are moving together, some are, in some cases there is a rejection or acceptance. So, there are various techniques: accept proposal, reject, sometimes mutually exclusive project. So, with the help of these methods we able to find out or estimate the profitability of project and then take the decision of capital investment. The methods are based on two types: traditional method and time considering a time adjustment method, which I will discuss in next video. Today we will discuss the traditional method. In traditional method is based on simple calculation in which we not adjust the time factor or time value of money. We will not consider the time value of money. Therefore, it is known as traditional methods. In traditional method, here I will discuss two or three basic methods, and among them first is payback period method. The name suggests payback period, that means what is the time taken by the project to return the initial investment, initial investment. So, the name is payback period, how much time it will take to return the initial investment, and the formula is very simple: cash outlay of the project divided by annual cash inflow. Cash outlay of the project, that means initial investment divided by annual cash inflow. This is the formula, and I give you also there is example. For take an example, initial investment is 1 lakh and annual cash inflow is 20,000. Therefore, the payback period is 1 lakh divided by 20,000 is 5 years. We can estimate that 1 lakh divided by 20,000 is 5 years. Approximately, if we most optimistic in nature, if we then if we receive 20,000 yearly, then after completion of 5 years we receive the whole amount which we invested. So, this is a payback period method. Here another example, there are two projects, project 1 and project 2, and each project having a similar investment like 20,000 each. दोनों प्रोजेक्ट है हमारे पास पहले में एक ही हमने क्वेश्चन किया लास्ट टाइम इस वाले में कि एक सिंपल 1,00,000 रुपया था, हमने इन्वेस्ट किया, 20,000 ईयर में आएगा, पर ईयर आएगा, तो 5 ईयर्स में इट विल टेक 5 ईयर्स टू रिटर्न whole 1,00,000 rupees. Now, if we have 2 companies or 2 projects, 3 projects, 4 projects, then we can implement the same formula also, like project X and project Y. There are 2 projects and each project we are going to invest 20,000 each. That means initial investment is same in both project. Now, project X receive 1,000, Y receive 2,000 in first year, annual cash inflow 1,000, 2,000, second year 2,000, 4,000, third year 4,000, 6,000, fourth year 5,000, 8,000, and in fifth year X get 8,000 and Y will receive nothing. That means may possible that X machine will fully used and not in function now after fifth year, in fifth year. Therefore, this is the question. So, how we solve the question? It is very simple. Add the total profit. Here I add the total profit, this total income, sorry, total cash flow, total cash flow, this. So, total cash flow is 20,000, total cash flow is 20,000. That means our initial investment also was 20,000. Therefore, X required 5 years, project X takes 5 years, project X takes 5 years to complete the overall process or return. We will get our full return on investment after 5 years. Now, if we find that what is the Y, 20,000, 40,000, 60,000, 6,000, 8,000, it is also 20,000, but it takes only 4 years, it takes only 4 years, it takes only 4 years. Hence, project Y is more efficiently will work and give you return 1 year before than X, and every investor needs their investment as much earlier is possible. So, project Y gives the return in 4 years and compared to project X. Therefore, we accept the project Y and reject the project X. So, this is a case of accept and rejection. Here we accept the project Y and reject the project X. Another method which we use in traditional approach, that is rate of return method. This method also not include the time variation or time adjustment, time value of money, but in this method we receive or we get the answer in percentage. In previous method we get the answer in years, time, 5 साल लगेगा, 3 साल लगेगा, 5 साल 6 महीने लगेगा, टाइम, बट यहाँ पे कितना परसेंट आपको रिटर्न मिलेगा, टोटल इन्वेस्टमेंट में से कितना परसेंट रिटर्न मिलेगा, रेट ऑफ रिटर्न आपको कितना होगा वो हम निकालते हैं. इट इज़ अ ट्रेडिशनल मेथड. दिस मेथड्स टेक इन अकाउंट द अर्निंग इन एक्सपेक्टेड इन्वेस्टमेंट फॉर्म ओवर देयर होल लाइफ, इज ऑल्सो नोन एज अकाउंटिंग रेट ऑफ रिटर्न. इसको अकाउंटिंग रेट ऑफ रिटर्न भी बोलते हैं क्योंकि यहाँ पे हमें देखते हैं कि कितनी अर्निंग होगी, व्हाट इज द परसेंटेज ऑफ अर्निंग फ्रॉम द प्रोजेक्ट if we invest a particular amount in a project. So, rate of return, project higher rate of return selected and the lower rate of return. So, in previous method, in payback period method, we select the lower time period, जिसका टाइम कम है, मतलब जो कम टाइम पे रिटर्न दे रहा है हम उसको एक्सेप्ट करते थे. बट इन दिस केस रेट ऑफ रिटर्न मेथड में वी एक्सेप्ट द हायर रेट ऑफ रिटर्न. जिस प्रोजेक्ट में रेट ऑफ रिटर्न ज़्यादा होगा वी एक्सेप्ट दैट वन एंड वी रिजेक्ट द प्रोजेक्ट which gives us low rate of return, which is, so therefore the first formula is average rate of return method. The first formula is average rate of return method. So, average rate of return method here, total profit after tax and depreciation, net investment in the project multiplied by number of year of profit. Next investment project number of year of profit. Second formula is annual average profit divided by net investment in project. दो फॉर्मूला है, एक में टोटल प्रॉफिट से करना है नेट इन्वेस्टमेंट को, दूसरे से हमें करना है एनुअल एवरेज प्रॉफिट से मल्टीप्लाई करना है, परसेंटेज में निकालना है. So, by doing this example we can able to understand this method also. हमें समझ में आ जाएगा कैसे करना है. A project requires an investment of rupees 5 lakhs. A project requires an investment of rupees 5 lakhs and a scrap value is 20,000 after 5 years. एक प्रोजेक्ट है जिसमें 5 लाख रुपया लगना है और आफ्टर 5 ईयर 5 साल बाद वो प्रोजेक्ट उसका स्क्रैप वैल्यू यानी मशीन मान लेते हैं हम, उस मशीन का स्क्रैप वैल्यू 20,000 हो जाएगा, यानी कि मशीन स्क्रैप बन जाएगा, वे ख़राब हो जाएगी और 5 साल बाद 20,000 रुपये में उसको बेचा जाएगा. इट इज़ एक्सपेक्टेड टू यील्ड प्रॉफिट आफ्टर डेप्रिसिएशन टैक्स. टैक्स और डेप्रिसिएशन हटाने के बाद ये माना जा रहा है कि जो प्रॉफिट अर्न होगा दैट विल बी 40,000, 60,000, 70,000, 50,000 एंड 20,000. 5 प्रॉफिट्स, 5 ईयर्स 5 प्रॉफिट्स, 70,000. फिर क्योंकि मशीन खराब होने लगी तो 50,000 और आखिरी 5th ईयर में सिर्फ 20,000 ही उसने प्रॉफिट दिया और फिर उसी साल हमने उसको बेच भी दिया. So, these are the 5 profit, approximately 5 profit or estimated 5 profit. So, what we do, कैसे करेंगे? सबसे पहले टोटल प्रॉफिट ले लेते हैं हम लोग. तो टोटल प्रॉफिट हमने किया 40,000 प्लस 60,000, ये हो गया 1 लाख, प्लस 70,000 1,70,000, 1,70,000 प्लस 50,000, 2,20,000 plus 20,000, 2,40,000. So, this is our total profit. This is our total profit. Now, we need to find out the average profit. So, average profit is total profit divided by 5. What is 5? 5 is number of years. 5 is number of years. So, 5 is number of years. We divide total profit divided by 5 and we received rupees 48,000 on an average each and every year. Now, in according to a formula we also require net investment. So, net investment means 5 lakhs minus 20,000, 5 lakhs minus 20,000. अब 20,000 स्क्रैप वैल्यू माइनस क्यों किया गया? वाई वी रिक्वायर टू डिडक्ट और लेस दी 20,000 from investment, because we receive 20,000 after selling of the scrap value. So, therefore, it is not included in our investment. 5 लाख गए और 20,000 20,000 we outflow, inflow. So net is 4,80,000. आपने 50 से 5 लाख रुपए लगाए, पर आपको 5th ईयर में उस एसेट को या फिर आप कह सकते हैं उस मशीनरी को सेल करके या स्क्रैप में बेचकर 20,000 भी कमाया। इसलिए हम यहाँ पर स्क्रैप को घटा देते हैं नेट इन्वेस्टमेंट निकालने के लिए, क्योंकि यहाँ पे वर्ड आ रहा है नेट इन्वेस्टमेंट। तो नेट इन्वेस्टमेंट इज 4,80,000. Now put this figure in the formula. 48,000 डिवाइडेड बाई 4,80,000. अगर हम इंटू कर दें, इफ वी 48,000 डिवाइडेड बाई 4,80,000 into 100 for the percentage into 100, 5 0 से कट जाएगा 10%. We have 10%. Our return on investment or rate of return in this machine is 10%. Rate of return in this machine is 10%. So, this is in this question we solve single machine case. एक मशीन है, हमने एस्टिमेट लगाया, हमने 10% हमें रिटर्न मिलेगा. Now what if there are 2 or 3 machines? This is the question. Calculate the average rate of return of project A and B. दो प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं A and B. Required rate of return 12% हमें चाहिए. Which project should be undertake? क्या हमें कौन सा प्रोजेक्ट हमें लेना चाहिए? So इनिशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट दोनों का अलग अलग है. इनिशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट हम दोनों का अलग अलग है. 20,000, 30,000. एक्सपेक्टेड लाइफ 4 years, 5 years. प्रोजेक्ट ए एंड प्रोजेक्ट बी का इनफ्लो यानी कि 5 साल में कितना देंगे. तो फर्स्ट ईयर 22,000, 1,500, 1,500 एंड 1,000. टोटल इन्होंने 5 साल में दिया 6,000. प्रोजेक्ट बी फर्स्ट ईयर दिया 3,000, देन 3,000, फिर 2,000, 1,000, 1,000 एंड एट लास्ट एट द एंड ऑफ द 5th ईयर वी रिसीव inflow of cash is 10,000. So, this is the question. Now, how we can solve it? Profit of both project, क्या profit था? 6,000, 10,000 already given in the question. So, profit is 6,000. हमने टोटल ऐड कर दिया. टोटल जो 5 सालों का था हमने उसे ऐड कर दिया 6,000, 10,000. नाउ अकॉर्डिंग टू द फॉर्मूला वी रिक्वायर्ड एवरेज प्रॉफिट. सो यहाँ पे एवरेज प्रॉफिट निकालने के लिए हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? 6 डिवाइडेड बाई 4, 10,000 डिवाइडेड बाई 5, क्योंकि लाइफ पीरियड ये जो है इसका लाइफ पीरियड 4 years ही है, इसका लाइफ पीरियड 5 years है. तो इसका जो एवरेज प्रॉफिट आया 1500 आया, इसका एवरेज प्रॉफिट आया वो आया 2,000 रुपया. इसका एवरेज प्रॉफिट आया 2,000 रुपया. नेट इन्वेस्टमेंट ये क्वेश्चन में दे रखा है. इट इज इन द क्वेश्चन नेट इन्वेस्टमेंट इज ऑल्सो गिवन लाइक 20,000 एंड 30,000. हमने पैसा कितना लगाया? 20,000 एंड 30,000 एज ए नेट इन्वेस्टमेंट. शुरुआत में 20,000, 30,000 लगा दिए. ए में 20,000 और बी में 30,000. एवरेज रिटर्न क्वेश्चन, एवरेज रिटर्न अगर निकालना है तो प्रॉफिट डिवाइडेड बाय नेट इन्वेस्टमेंट. तो प्रॉफिट हमारा 1500 है डिवाइडेड बाय नेट इन्वेस्टमेंट, दिस डिवाइडेड बाय दिस एंड दिस डिवाइडेड बाय दिस. तो वी रिसीव 7.5%. करके देख लेते हैं. टू डिवाइडेड बाय 15, 7.5. yes, it's correct, 7.5. and 2,000 divided by, sorry या 30,000 आएगा, 30,000 आएगा. 2 divided by 30,000, तीन जीरो 10 20 divided by 3, 20 divided by 3. So, 20 divided by 3 is equals to 6.67%, 6.67 और 666 एनीथिंग 6.66 कर 66 होता है तो आप हमने राउंड फिगर करके 67 कर दिया. सो ये ज़ीरो यहाँ नहीं आएगा, ये ऊपर यहाँ से इट मस्ट बी हियर. ओके, सो project A gives you return of 7.5, B gives you return on average return of 6.6. Now average investment is 10,000 and 15,000. Average investment is 10,000 and 15,000. ये यहाँ पे आएगा तो 10,000 15,000. तो एवरेज इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑफ बोथ प्रोजेक्ट इज 10,000, एक का है और दूसरे का 15,000 है. क्यों, कैसे हुआ ये? क्योंकि दो प्रोजेक्ट हैं हमारे पास, एवरेज ले लिया हम लोगों ने 20,000 30,000, 20 का डिवाइडेड बाई 2, 30 का डिवाइडेड बाई 2. नाउ एवरेज रेट ऑफ रिटर्न. सो एवरेज रेट ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट equals to 1500 divided by 10,000 and 2000 divided by 15,000, 2000 divided by 15,000. This 0 must be here because this is due to technical issues. Okay. So, now 1500 divided by 10,000, 1500 divided by 10,000, इसको करते हैं दोबारा. ओके, यहाँ दोबारा करते हैं. वी वर्क हियर 1500 डिवाइडेड बाई into 100. So, quite easy, 15%, 15%. Similarly, 2000 divided by 1500, 15,000 सॉरी 15,000, ये ज़ीरो यहाँ आएगा. 15,000 तीन ज़ीरो से 3 ज़ीरो गए. 20 डिवाइडेड बाई 15, 540 जा 53 जा डिवाइड किया हम लोगों ने 43 का 1.33. So, answer is 13.33. Answer is 13.33. So, this is the answer. 13.33 is the answer. Hence, after calculation, it is quite easy to pick which project is going to be selected. Obviously, project A, we will select the project A. Why? Because average rate of return of project A is higher than B, average rate of investment of project A is better than B. Is there is a difference of only 1.67, but it is as per the decision making. अगर हमें डिसीजन लेना है कि ज़्यादा वाले को लेना है तो हम A को लेंगे, so हम A को ही लेंगे. Therefore, these are the some project, these are the methods which are going to use in traditional approaches. So, just a small recap. In this whole topic, we will discuss the method of capital busting. As we know, the method of capital busting are based on the time variant or adjustment variant or without time variant. So, first is without time variant, also we known as the traditional method, also known as traditional method. So, in traditional method we escape the adjustment of time or time value of money. Therefore, there are two methods which we are going to discuss here. Payback period method, जहाँ हमने पढ़ा कि टोटल आउटले यानी कि इनिशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट डिवाइडेड बाई क्या करते हैं हम लोग, कितना इनफ्लो हमें आता है। तो इनिशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट अगर हमें यहाँ पे 1 लाख है तो हमने 20,000 से डिवाइड किया और 5 ईयर्स आ गया, एंड वी टेक द डिसीजन कि प्रोजेक्ट इज टेक 5 ईयर्स ऑफ टाइम, इट इज अ टाइम बेस्ड ऑन टाइम। इफ देयर आर 2 प्रोजेक्ट्स then we add on the profit of the both projects and then divide the initial investment and find out which is the which takes less time. So, if in the case of 2 or 3 projects we compare with time taking less, so here y is accepted. Another method in which we are taking the in percentage, which is based on the average rate of return and investment rate of return, in which we find out the average rate of return by dividing the net profit divided by the net investment and find out the best return of compared to the both project. So, जो अच्छा return देगा हम प्रोजेक्ट को एक्सेप्ट कर लेंगे। तो these are the 2 traditional methods. So, friends, hope you understand how to calculate the traditional method and the 2 techniques to understand traditional method. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.